Starbucks in my cup. House. No curtains.
We took the long road down, let the fast life fade. Foot off the gas, let the love cascade. Red clay dreams, roots going deep and true. Far right lane living, just me and you. We left the DMV where the clock stopped.
Alright, so look, check this out. I'm not quite sure if it's going to work or not, but if it doesn't, you'll be hearing about me in recovery after my visit to the ER. So I purchased this, like, I guess you could call it a brush cutter blade thing from like Amazon. It was like $35 or so. I mean, I was like, what? Why not? You know, just give it a try and see exactly how this thing pans out. So instead of just getting out there each weekend or waiting for the weekend to come around so I can rent like a brush hog from like Home Depot or something, I decided to try this for a second or two to see how this will work. Because if I can make progress during the week with it, this works better and I save a lot of money. Hey, look, so before I commit to cutting my leg off with this modified blade attachment on my weed eater, I just want to give a big shout out to the McCall family here in Alabama for following us on our journey, right? Truly appreciate it. I love what you guys are doing out there, especially those pillows on the front porch. So for those that are subscribed to our channel and rock with us, need you guys to check out the McCalls. They got side-by-sides, tractors, all kind of stuff. But look, y'all, hey, look. So the last couple of weeks, probably more than that, right? We've been dealing with wildfires, also dealing with the pollen from the, allergy season and stuff like that. So my voice is a little rocky right now. I mean, I'm catching it. But yeah, we've been missing in action for the last, I'm gonna say maybe 2 weeks or so. Just doing administrative stuff, registering vehicles, updating account information and stuff like that with our creditors and all that stuff, right? And of course, trying to get the house comfortable, livable for everybody to enjoy themselves while they're out here, right? What else? Can't pass a truck without shouting that out. Can I get that in there? Bam! Yeah, there you go, repping VA where you at. Holla at me. All right. But yeah, I mean, it's just, just doing what I can do, right? Since I'm basically at home for the most part of the day, right? I mean, my to-do list is huge. I mean, I can't even begin to explain everything or list everything out that I'm doing here at the house, trying to get everything squared away here, right? Like yesterday, this was one of the things I did. Put the rack system together for my son so he can start his workout regimen all over again. It is what it is, right? I might even get out here. Who knows? Hey, but look, so I'm out here, and as you guys know, we've been trying to, what's that pond? We've been trying to clear the underbrush from around all these pine trees, right? So, today, I'm gonna try to get out here and see what this attachment does, right? Hopefully I don't end up in the ER, because I'm out here in the woods by myself, which means I probably have to do a lot of self-care. But real quick, I want to show y'all what it is that I'm trying to attack today. So, see if I can get this camera turned around. Bear with me. I think I'm gonna just do it this way. So,
You guys kind of saw what we did prior to us actually moving into the house, right? All of this was done with a brush hog. The one that we rented from Home Depot. I mean, pretty good work for the most part, but the problem I'm having now is now that I got all this sunlight coming down to the ground, I got all these weeds jumping up, which is crazy. It's kind of counterproductive, but it is what it is, right? Just got to make it happen. So today, right, I think I can just use a regular weed eater to get in and around some of these pine trees, just to knock some of this stuff down. But my major concern is the sticker briars, right? I mean, some of them are probably about the width of my thumb, right, in some parts. As a matter of fact, maybe I can show you. Like this one right here, right? So if you can see it, try to zoom in, like that. So what I'm gonna try to do today is see if I can get some of this stuff cut. Take a little bite out of it, right? Each day to see how well this saw blade performs. Stand by. I may have to, you know what? I may have to take the safety guard off so I can actually get in there too, but I'm kind of scared to do that because if the blade come off, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna come at me. But it is what it is. But if you can look through, you can see the other side of our property over there. That's the clear spot that for our fire break that we ran all the way to the back over there. All right, look, I'm gonna transition real quick, set this camera up and start this thing up and get the cutting, put my gloves on. What else? And probably hood up because the bugs out here. All right, I hope this works. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take that safety guard off. Let's see how that works out. I'm glad I keep the screwdriver in my back pocket. I mean, shoot, if it hasn't fallen off yet, it's not gonna fall off, so I hope that's the case anyway. Man, my sinuses are killing me today. And it's hot. Let me see, I think it's what? I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock? 9:30, I don't know. It's supposed to be 84 degrees today. So, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be out here. This is just a test run, so. mean, all in all, it's not that bad. I mean, it's just time consuming. But, I mean, shoot, that's a pretty good dent that I put in there. I mean, but shoot, this is great. Just to use during the week. And then come out with the big stuff on the weekends or something like that. So, but I'll put a link in the description. I mean, if you're interested in it. I mean, I think it only cost me like $35. You get 2 blades, multiple bolts and stuff for the attachments on the back and stuff. So, but other than that, hey, appreciate you guys watching. Hey, so look, check this out. I think I'm gonna start a new series, and I think I'm gonna call it the Pogey Chronicles, right? And the reason being is that, I mean, there's some weird stuff happening, right? So, dang, what was that? There's some weird stuff happening while we're out here, right? Like, I don't know if you guys can kind of tell how far it is from the road to our actual house down our easement. So I'm gonna show y'all, right? So there's a house in the background, right? So I'm walking maybe, what's that? Probably about 150 yards or so, if that, right? And if you notice, I've moved the camera for the 3rd time, right? So the reason for it is that the other day, as I'm standing there eating my pokey bait, sunflower seeds, Snickers, chocolate covered paydays, you know, stuff like that, Kool-Aid, you know, stuff like that, right? So somebody knocked on the door. I'm like, hold up. I know I got no trespassing signs up, all kind of stuff, right? So I go to the door. It's one of the local internet providers trying to solicit, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, what's the difference between no soliciting and no trespassing? Which one's stronger? But yeah, so get this. So behind me, right, you can see, I'm going to tell y'all right off the bat, our easement is probably 1 lap around the track, right? Just to get plus some, right? It's about 700 and some odd plus yards or feet to the house, right? Plus some, right? And I think it's from where I'm standing, the 7 and some change. So it's almost 8, right? So I'm like, what possessed him, right, to drive all the way down this easement? And back up here it says, no trespassing on this side, no trespassing on that side, right? But for some reason, something compelled him to drive all the way down here, right? And knock on my door. So I put my camera here, right? Put my camera there. Got my nice smile you on camera type sign and all that stuff on there too, as you can see right about there. But I did all that to prevent what happened with the internet provider, right? So I'm gonna show y'all. So I just walked from right here, right? Now I'm gonna walk around to the front of our house. And I'm going to show you guys what it takes to get to my front door. All right. So I'm walking. Okay, let's say he parked right here. Let's say he was, considerate, decided not to park on my concrete, knowing he possibly have an oil leak or something in his car or the truck that he was driving. Right? So to get to the front of the house, you got to go from there around here all the way to there, right? Now, after he handed me, God dang it, what's going on with this thing? Now, after he handed me the flyer, he says to me, nice house. I'm sitting there thinking in my head, for what you just did, you could have left that flyer. If you're all about business, you could have left that flyer in my mailbox. Something to think about, right? Being nosy. Catch y'all on the next episode of the Pogey Chronicles.